Imagine that you wake up tomorrow. You sit on the edge of the bed, place your feet on the floor, but something feels different. Standing up seems to require more effort. That lightness in your movements you had years ago has been replaced by a strange sensation, as if your legs were heavier, slower. You walk to the bathroom, hold onto the sink to keep your balance. You go down the stairs, gripping the handrail, hoping you don't slip. Deep down, you know something isn't right. If you are between 60 and 80 years old, this reality may be much closer than you think. What many people don't realize is that the loss of muscle strength in the legs doesn't start suddenly. It's slow, gradual, almost imperceptible. Little by little, it steals away your independence. And when you finally notice, you're already depending on a cane, a walker, or even someone to help you with the simplest tasks. And I know this isn't the life you want for yourself. You want to be able to walk freely, get up from chairs without difficulty, climb stairs safely, go for walks with your grandchildren, live your routine without fear. You want to maintain your autonomy. And most importantly, you want to avoid that painful moment when you realize you can no longer turn things around. But here's the hard truth. If you don't do anything, the weakening of your legs will continue. It won't stop on its own. Science shows that after the age of 60, we lose an average of 1% of muscle mass per year. And in some cases, even more, depending on lifestyle. This means that in 10 years, you could lose up to 10% of the strength needed to maintain stability and avoid fall. Now, the good part, there are simple, practical actions you can start doing today, not only to stop this loss, but even to reverse part of it. In this video, I'm going to show you the 3 most important exercises to save your legs. These exercises are backed by specialists, tested on seniors, are safe, and don't require expensive equipment or a gym. They are designed to activate exactly the muscles you need to maintain your functional strength. And I need you to stay with me until the end, because I'm going to explain each one of them in detail. The last exercise is the most transformative and the least known. It could be the difference between having strong legs in the coming years or facing a progressive loss of mobility. Are you ready to find out what to do? Then take a deep breath, focus, and let's start this journey of transformation right now. Now that you already understand that the loss of leg strength is real and progressive, we need to talk about something almost no one mentions: why this happens so silently. The technical name for this is sarcopenia. And even if you've never heard this word, I guarantee it's already affecting you. Sarcopenia is not just aging. It's a specific biological process in which the body begins to produce fewer muscle proteins, reduces neuromuscular activation, and alters the quality of muscle fiber. In practice, this means that your muscles not only decrease in size, but they also lose efficiency. The muscle might still be there in volume, but it no longer generates the same strength. And what makes this so dangerous is that sarcopenia is invisible at first. You don't feel pain. You don't feel like you're getting weaker from one day to the next. What you notice are small signs that most people ignore. That growing difficulty in standing up from a chair without support. Avoiding stairs because you feel tired. Small stumbles inside the house, even on flat floors. A sensation of imbalance when changing direction while walking. These small signs are like a car alarm. Don't ignore them. They are warning you that your body is entering a dangerous cycle. Weakness, less movement, more muscle loss, more weakness. Each time you feel unsafe to move, you move less. And the less you move, the faster the muscle disappears. But here's the big turning point. Muscle responds to stimulus at any age. Even if you are 60, 70, or 80 years old, your body is still capable of regaining part of the lost muscle mass, as long as you provide the right stimulus. And here's the most common mistake. Many people believe that walking a lot is enough to strengthen the legs. But walking does not intensely activate the deep muscle. You need specific, targeted movements that recruit the essential muscle groups to maintain functional strength. And maybe you're thinking, "Oh, but I never liked going to the gym. I don't have the energy to work out. I don't want to hurt myself." The good news is that you don't need a gym. You don't need dumbbells. You don't need resistance bands or sophisticated machines. What you need are simple movements done correctly with consistency. And that's exactly what I'm going to teach you now. Before we go to the exercises, I want you to understand the real impact of this on your life. We're not just talking about aesthetics, about having nicer-looking legs. We're talking about something much more serious: reducing the risk of falls and fractures, maintaining your autonomy to leave the house, go shopping, live without needing help, avoiding long hospital stays, which often happen after simple falls, ensuring quality of life so you can keep doing what you love. The truth is that, past a certain age, you are no longer training just to get stronger. You are training to survive well, to live fully. The exercises I'm about to show you were chosen because they are safe, effective, and work for people over 60 years old. They are not miraculous, but they progressively activate the right muscles, restoring the strength you need in daily life. So, if you've stayed with me this far, congratulations. You've already taken the most important first step: understanding the problem and deciding to face it. Now, let's put that understanding into practice. Prepare a comfortable space in your home, put on non-slip shoes, and, if needed, have a sturdy chair nearby. And let's get to the 3 exercises that can change the future of your legs. Now, we've reached the most important part of this video: the 3 exercises you need to do every day to save your legs from progressive strength loss. I chose these exercises because they are backed by physiotherapists, safe for people over 60, and they target exactly the muscles you most need to maintain mobility and stability. So get ready, because I'm going to explain in detail why, how to do them, and I'll even give you tips to get the most results from each one. Exercise 1. Chair stand. Imagine this. You're sitting in a chair. You try to stand up, but you can't. Or you need to use your hands to push yourself up, rock forward, or even ask for help. This scene, which might seem exaggerated now, is the reality for millions of elderly people who have lost leg strength because they didn't train the right muscles. And the most important movement to prevent this from happening is precisely this one: the chair stand. What is the chair stand? It's a functional, simple, yet extremely effective exercise. It basically consists of standing up and sitting down using only the strength of your legs, without using your hands for support. It may seem basic, but it's one of the most used movements in daily life, and one of the first to deteriorate when you start losing muscle strength. Why is it so important? Because it primarily works the thigh muscles, quadriceps, and the glutes, which are responsible for supporting the body during movements like standing up, sitting down, climbing stairs, and even walking. When these muscles are strong, they absorb impact, protect the joints, and give you stability. When they're weak, every movement becomes a risk. Now, let's learn how to do it correctly. Follow me step by step. Sit in a sturdy chair, preferably without armrest. Avoid very low sofas or armchairs, as they make the movement harder and can overload the knees. Ideally, use a chair with a seat at knee height. Place your feet firmly on the floor, aligned with hip width. Your knees should form an angle of approximately 90 degrees. If the seat is too low, place a cushion to raise it. Cross your arms over your chest. This is essential. It prevents you from using your arms to push and forces your legs to do the work. Slightly lean your torso forward. This helps shift your center of gravity and makes the movement easier. But pay attention. Don't hunch over too much. Keep your back straight. Look forward. Using the strength of your legs, stand up fully. Do this slowly, with control, without throwing yourself forward or using momentum. Then, sit back down slowly. Control the descent. No plopping into the chair. The sitting motion also strengthens the muscle. Start with 8 to 10 repetitions, 1 to 2 sets per day. Over time, as you gain strength, increase to 12 to 15 repetitions, 3 sets. And always respect your body. It's normal to feel muscle effort, but it's not normal to feel joint pain. Now, here are practical tips to enhance your results. Perform the movement slowly, especially on the way down. The slower you go, the more the muscles work. Lightly contract your abdomen during the exercise. This helps stabilize your spine and improves posture. Breathe in a coordinated way. Inhale when sitting down. Exhale when standing up. If you find it difficult at first, place a cushion to raise the seat and reduce the effort. Over time, remove the cushion to increase the challenge. You might ask, why not just walk? Because walking doesn't work the muscles through their full range or generate the same strength stimulus. The chair stand is a specific functional movement that directly simulates everyday challenges. It teaches your muscles to work in a coordinated way, improves balance, and increases confidence in your movement. Additionally, it has extra benefit, improves blood circulation in the legs, strengthens the bones, helping to prevent osteoporosis, stimulates the production of muscle proteins, reduces the risk of falls, which are one of the leading causes of hospitalization in older adults. I want you to see this exercise not just as a physical movement, but as an investment in your future. Each repetition you do is like laying a brick to build a stronger, more stable, safer foundation. And the sooner you start, the better the results will be. You don't need to wait until you lose strength to start training. The ideal is to start now, at the point where you are, and progress gradually. With regular practice, you'll notice that standing up from a chair becomes easier. Climbing stairs requires less effort, and walking feels lighter. And this will have a direct impact on your quality of life. So, get your chair ready, find a safe corner in your home, and start today. In the next exercise, we're going to work on a region many people forget, but that's fundamental for balance: the calves. Stay with me, because each step in this sequence is part of a complete plan to save your legs. Exercise 2, calf raise. Now that you've learned the chair stand to strengthen your thighs and glutes, it's time to work on another essential group: the calves, the muscles located at the back of your legs, just below the knees. You might not even notice, but the calf is one of the most active muscles in our body. Every time you take a step, climb stairs, or stand on tiptoes to reach something, it's there, supporting the movement. And not just that, it also plays a vital role in circulatory health. When you contract the calf, you help pump blood back to the heart, combating fluid buildup and preventing swelling, varicose veins, and even more serious issues like thrombosis. As we age, the calves tend to weaken, mainly because many people spend long periods sitting or don't perform specific movements for that area. The result? Tired legs, a heavy sensation, difficulty maintaining balance, and increased risk of falls. That's why the second exercise I want to teach you today is the calf raise. It's simple, safe, can be done at home, and brings enormous benefits for the health and stability of your legs. Let's learn how to do it correctly. Stand behind a sturdy and stable chair. Use the backrest only as support, not something to hang on to. Ideally, place the chair on a firm surface to avoid slipping. Position your feet hip-width apart, firmly on the ground. Distribute the weight equally between both feet. Slowly lift your heels, rising onto the balls of your feet. Feel the contraction in your calves as you go up. Hold for 2 seconds at the top of the movement. Lower your heels slowly, without just letting them drop to the floor. The control on the way down is just as important as the lift. I recommend starting with 12 to 15 repetitions, doing 2 sets per day. Over time, when you feel stronger and more confident, you can increase to 3 sets. Now, pay attention to these essential tips to enhance the effect of the exercise. Perform the movement slowly and mindfully. The more you control the rise and descent, the harder your muscles work. Don't rush. Use the chair's support only lightly. Avoid putting your entire body weight on your hands, as this reduces the load on your legs. Keep your torso upright, your abdomen lightly engaged, and your gaze forward. This improves posture and helps with balance. Once you gain more confidence, you can progress by doing the movement one leg at a time, but only if you feel safe. Now let's talk about the real benefits you'll feel by including this exercise in your routine. Strengthened calves, improving push-off while walking, stimulated blood circulation, reducing swelling and preventing varicose veins, greater stability and balance, decreasing the risk of tripping, improved performance in simple daily activities like climbing steps or standing for longer periods. It's important to remember that, although it seems simple, the calf raise needs to be done with attention. Quick, sloppy movements won't properly activate the muscles and can even cause injuries. That's why you should prioritize quality over quantity. Another important point: if during the exercise you feel intense pain, don't confuse it with the natural muscle effort. Stop immediately and consult a professional. Mild muscle soreness, a burning sensation, or tiredness are normal. Sharp pain or joint pain are not. Now I want you to visualize something. Imagine yourself climbing stairs with ease, without feeling like you're being pulled backward. Imagine going for a walk without having to stop every 5 minutes to rest your leg. Imagine waking up without that sensation of heavy, swollen, aching leg. All of this is possible simply by regularly strengthening and activating your calves. Including this exercise in your daily routine is like investing in the foundation of your mobility. Without strong calves, even the simplest movements become compromised. But with consistent training, you will feel the difference in how you walk, climb, turn, and balance. So, don't wait any longer. Find a sturdy chair, set aside a few minutes each day, and start taking care of your calf health. In the next exercise, we're going to work on a region that almost no one thinks about, but that is essential for lateral balance: the hip muscles. Stay with me, because we are building a complete plan to protect and strengthen your legs for many years to come. Exercise 3. Lateral leg raise. We've reached the third and final exercise of this sequence, and perhaps the most underestimated of all, the lateral leg raise. If you've heard about strengthening thighs, glutes, or calves, you've probably never thought much about the hip muscles, especially the lateral muscles. But here's a secret: they are the ones that keep you upright, stable, firm, and prevent you from swaying side to side when you walk or change direction. The lateral hip muscles, especially the gluteus medius, have an essential function: keeping the alignment of your legs and torso. When they are weakened, you might not even notice, but you start walking with your hips swaying side to side, with small deviations that throw off your balance. This small detail is one of the main causes of stumbles and falls in older adults. Now, imagine the impact of this on your life. You start feeling insecure when walking on uneven surfaces, like sidewalks. You lose confidence when making turns or changing direction quickly. You avoid going out alone because you're afraid of falling. That's why the lateral leg raise exercise is a true lifesaver. It works exactly these often overlooked muscles, reinforcing your lateral stability and helping keep your body aligned and safe. Let's go step by step. Stand next to a sturdy chair, holding the backrest with one hand for support. The other hand should rest loosely by your side or lightly on your hip. Place your feet hip-width apart and distribute your weight evenly between both legs. Keep your torso upright without leaning forward or backward. Slowly lift the leg that's farthest from the chair out to the side, keeping the knee straight. You don't need to lift very high. About 20 to 30 centimeters, 8 to 12 inches, is enough. The important thing is to keep the movement controlled, without kicking the leg up. Hold for 2 seconds at the top of the movement, feeling the side of your hip working. Lower the leg slowly, returning to the starting position. Do 10 repetitions on one side, then switch to the other side. Start with 2 sets, progressing to 3 sets as you gain strength. Here are some key tips to optimize your results. Do not lean your torso or sway your body to compensate for the movement. If needed, start by doing the exercise in front of a mirror to observe your posture. Lightly engage your abdomen during the exercise. This helps stabilize your lower back and prevents strain on the spine. Breathe normally during the exercise, avoiding holding your breath. Regular breathing helps maintain rhythm and reduces muscle tension. If you have difficulty maintaining balance, move closer to the chair or a wall for extra support. The direct benefits of this exercise are enormous. Strengthening of the lateral hip muscle, improved stability during walking, reduced risk of falling when turning, avoiding obstacles, or walking on uneven surfaces, improved overall posture, as a well-aligned hip better supports the spine. An interesting detail is that studies show that, in older adults, strengthening the lateral muscles has a direct impact on reducing falls, even more so than training just the thighs and calves. In other words, this is not just an extra exercise, but an essential component of your strengthening plan. I want you to imagine something. Visualize yourself walking down the street, passing by people, crossing sidewalks, climbing small steps, all without needing to worry about tripping or losing your balance. You feel steady, confident, secure. That's the result we aim for with this exercise. And here's a valuable piece of advice. Include this movement in your daily routine, even if just for a few minutes. If you can, combine it with the two previous exercises, chair stand and calf raise, to create a complete routine that strengthens not just your strength, but also your stability and coordination. Remember, keeping your legs strong is not just about exercise, it's about autonomy, freedom, and quality of life. With stable muscles, you maintain your independence, continue doing what you love, avoid accidents, and extend your functional capacity for many years. Now that you've learned the three main exercises, let's reflect together on how to fit them into your daily life and how to turn this practice into a commitment to your future. Stay with me for the next section, where we'll close this video with motivation, planning, and a powerful call to action. Now that you've made it this far, I want to congratulate you. Many people watch videos about health, about exercises, about aging, but few have the discipline to listen, understand, and, most importantly, commit to doing something about it. You stayed until the end of this video because you feel you need to change. You feel, maybe in your body, maybe in your heart, that it's time to act. I know it's not easy. After age 60, we start hearing from all sides that it's normal to lose strength, that it's normal to get slower, more dependent, more limited. But I'm here to tell you, this doesn't have to be your destiny. Science has already proven that muscles can be regained at any age. What changes is not the body's ability to respond, but your decision to start. Today I showed you the three most important exercises to save your legs. Chair stand, to activate the thighs and glutes. Calf raise, to stimulate balance and circulation. Lateral leg raise, to strengthen the lateral hip muscles and prevent falls. Together, these exercises form a simple yet incredibly powerful plan to protect what gives you freedom, your legs. With just 15 to 20 minutes a day, you will be investing not just in strength, but in autonomy. You will be telling your body, I want to stay active. I want to stay free. And I know you might be thinking, but will this really work for me? Can I still do it? I tell you, yes, you can. The human body is adaptable until the very last day of life. You just need to start at your own pace, respecting your limits, but with consistency. So here's my challenge for you. Starting today, begin doing these exercises every day. Save this video, come back to it whenever you need to review the instructions, share it with someone you love who also needs to strengthen their legs. Turn this practice into part of your routine, like brushing your teeth or having breakfast. Because the difference between aging with quality and losing mobility lies precisely in these small daily habits. And I want to hear from you. Have you noticed any signs of leg weakness? Have you had any recent falls or scares? Do you already do any of these exercises? Leave your comment below. I read them all. Your story can inspire others, help build a support community, and might even become the topic of a future video. Oh, and if you're not subscribed to the channel yet, subscribe now. Here, I bring weekly content with practical, safe, and science-based tips to help you live with more health, strength, and independence after 60. Activate the notifications so you don't miss any videos. And above all, remember, the future of your legs, your health, and your freedom depends on the choices you make today. Thank you very much for watching until the end. Now, let's get to work. Stand up, literally, and start transforming your body and your life. I'm rooting for you.